Well, welcome back. This is our second cast for No Worries Weekly, and of course, this time around we've got Bernie, who's just breezed back in. He's been away on some unrelated business in the capital, Canberra. There, bit of a jaunt. So here's Bernie, and we've got Pedro, of course, rejoining. No doubt he'll have some extra colour to add here with some musical instruments he's brought in, and then finally, always the stalwart. We've got Cedric in place here. He wants to kick off by talking about our beloved Hungarian-Australian boxer named Big Joe Bugner. He passed away now. Kick it off. Thanks, Cedric.
Ozzy Joe Bugner was born in Hungary on the 13th of February 1950. As young age, he went to Britain and came
In Queensland.
No, Britain first.
Oh, Britain, sorry.
Yeah.
Really? And did he fight in Hungary or because he was hungry?
Don't throw him
Came from
off.
Hungary.
Keep going, Cedric. Don't listen to him. He's trying to throw you off.
He came twice, British Commonwealth middleweight champion. Then he came 3 times European champion.
Yeah.
He tried originally in 1976. He moved to here in 1986.
To Australia. Okay.
To Australia. He became Australian heavyweight champion in 1995 at age 48 years and 111 days.
48 years.
And 111 days, don't be
Oldest
precise.
heavyweight champion ever. In 2029 in 92, he had 2 fights with Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier.
Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. That's a good combination.
And,
Yep.
and he lost his both fights in 12 rounds by decision.
Yep.
Right. So still a good contest.
Yeah.
Unheard of, really.
Yeah, and then came 1999, he moved to here, Australia, Brisbane. He had 5 business, which unfortunately went broke.
Right.
He married twice, had 3 kids, and in his later days he had movie career.
Really?
Yeah, movies, yeah. On up here, and starting before and all that. And sadly, 1st of September this year, he passed away in Brisbane, 75 from dementia.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
pretty good run in the colourful story there to tell.
He was 6'4", 1.9 or 1.9 metres.
Same height and weight as you.
2
Cedric.
kilograms. That's his weight, yes.
Straight through the keeper, that one.
Yeah.
And he had a reach of something like 208 centimetres, I think.
Oh, okay.
So his reach was as long as he was. And some. He put that on ice while
Well, a little known fact here about Joe Bugner is that at the time in '95, he was the oldest heavyweight champion in the world. Until Cedric fought Speedy here in the pub one night, and Cedric became the greatest heavyweight champion in the world at the age of about 80.
at the half rate. He was half rate. Yep. He retired. That's it.
And Speedy would never acknowledge this, but apparently you won by knockout that night, Cedric.
He was a knockout.
It wasn't a decision point.
He always wins here with a knockout, doesn't he? That's the name of the game, wasn't it? That show. You were on that once as a contestant in 1987. Came third. Got an honourable mention.
Out of 3 people.
He had 83 fights in his career.
Yeah, same as you.
69, lost 13, and 1 draw.
And the draw was with who? Do we remember that?
No.
That wasn't contested.
No.
They're both on the ground.
Well,
Merging.
to be fair, Cedric won all his fights by tail knockout.
The corner post. But one thing you're probably missing there is that you needed a comb, run a comb through it after you hit the tiles.
Don't worry about my hair, you're good.
Well, that brings me over to swinging over to Pedro, because we wanted to cover a bit off on
What, he's
suppose
got
Aussie.
more notes here. Did
Oh,
you
hang on,
come
we'll come back to the merchandising here. We'll finish off on that this time rather than start. He's chopping and changing here. He's too excitable. But we were just discussing a bit of a segue here into talking about some classic Aussie rock, say 70s and 80s. This was the era we mostly understood, including Cedric. It was at the beginning of his music. Debatable. That genre, that era was probably notable to all of us. Pedro, give us some insights there, or some happenings when you were growing up, basically with that kind of rock in mind.
Well, I've always been into rock and roll, and my favourite group right now, and then was Skyhawks. I'm living in the 70s. I've got the mullet haircut.
Courageous woman, and they named their son Shirley.
Yeah, but one of their all-time classics, Jukebox in Siberia, out and out hysteria. Yes.
And I'm living in the 70s. That disguised me.
Energy levels are rising.
I got the haircut of the 70s, and my music is 70s. Steely Dan.
Well, I tell you what, there's
Steely
a
Dan.
bit of Red Simons about Pedro.
Well, you take that. Put a pair of darker glasses on.
Yeah, put an angry face on.
You're talking about Red Simons in that show on Saturday night.
Hey, Saturday.
He was always a gloomy glum bugger, wasn't he?
I discovered Steely Dan because my grandfather used to cut my hair, short back and sides, so I was 14. One day I said, Pop, I want to go to a salon. Okay, bye-bye. I went to the salon at Ringham Mall, Brookvale, and there's beautiful girls, and they're playing Steely Dan and Bodhisattva. That's track Bodhisattva.
Steely Dan. I was about to say
I was
that.
in heaven. That was heaven.
I was about to say that, but we keep on with the Aussie rock, because that was what we understood as kids.
Yeah.
You sneak into pubs and you had your tight jeans and boots on, and a Bonds t-shirt with a pack of durries folded up under the sleeve. You thought you were the duck's nuts, and you'd go into the bar and you walk up there asking to lick up a schooner or something, and they'd give it to you because they didn't care. They didn't care.
One of my greatest memories about that era is that these blokes, or bands and ladies, back in the 70s and 80s, are now coming out and doing full tours. Again, with all their old classics.
AC/DC.
One of my classic Aussie rock bands in the 70s and 80s was called Sherbet. And lead singer Sheb was Sir Darryl Braithwaite, who now sings the Australian national anthem in the horses. But with the cricket starting tomorrow, he also sang "How's That?"
And how is that?
My dad drove my sister and her
Well,
friend.
it's not out for your fact, but anyway.
My dad drove my sister and her friend to see Countdown every Sunday. Every Sunday. Countdown, Sherbet. They were the kings.
Yeah, they were.
And that's still pretty good.
Molly was the king of ladders, wasn't he? Didn't he have an ad? That wasn't him doing the ads, but he fell off by fall off. Look, he didn't crack his head right open.
You're talking about James Rain, of course.
Any of them, just keep going.
Hoodoo Gurus.
Gurus are back.
We can borrow the crowded house if we wanted to, but don't go back a bit further. Don't forget the Angels, Radiators, Rose Tattoo.
I saw the
Don't
Angels.
forget them.
The Angels started off playing at the
Delta. Oh, Jesus.
the
Cedric
Angels,
didn't even excited him.
the Angels,
Me, son. Sorry, you got me going.
The Angels and all the other groups of the 80s started in the Bondi Lifesaver. Great big hall, asphalt ground, 2 fans in the summer. You order the beer, you fight your way back to your mate, you have a sip, then you drop it on the ground and go back. So bloody hot.
Oh, Butterfingers.
That actually still happens today, Pedro.
If you don't put your little finger under the glass, no matter how big the glass is, you're guaranteed you'll drop it.
And is the rumour true that you were a big groupie back in your time, Pedro, in the 70s?
I wasn't a
For
groupie.
who and when?
Well, no, that's what I'm only going off rumours here. I'm not starting one, but I could start one.
I would have loved to be a more serious groupie, but I didn't get to be a groupie. But
Okay.
just
Not yet.
well, listening to them on the radio, that marked me a groupie. That gave me the pass.
Did you collect all the records?
Yeah.
I collect records these days, only classical ones.
I got a
From the
record.
$2 shop.
Blood, Sweat and Tears, remember them? Blood, Sweat and Tears. I got the record. Steely Dan got the record.
In the 70s and 80s, we're only really touching on male singers here, Mum, but who was your best female singer? Who did you
Renee
like
Gayer.
more?
Renee Gayer.
Oh, Renee Gayer.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
what a voice. What a
Yeah, okay.
beautiful lady.
Yeah.
She sang, mate. She brought the show.
Pushed out the name.
Yeah,
Okay.
Renee Go.
I like that.
Yeah.
What about you, Cedric? Who was your female that you looked up to?
Well, we're at Jay, that's all.
You can't steal another bloke's because you didn't know any others back then.
What about Sade, mate? We're all smooth operators here sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Smooth operator.
My daughter's 15 years old, and her and me, and we share starters. Annie Grippy are both like. I'm from the 70s, she's from the current 2025s. Sade is
Still out there.
that's a smooth operator.
They've had remixes of it, I'm sure.
I reckon with a little bit of help up from here, we could get some tunes going and call ourselves the No Worries Group.
Yeah, sure.
We can build out
Do
We
some
got the
bootleg
ins-
sessions.
We've got the instruments.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Line that up for another time. That's a good workshop to workshopping there.
Yeah, we could take song requests from our listeners.
Yeah, we could, yeah.
We could try it.
Yeah. Or one of our listeners out there, you're quite welcome to throw in ideas.
It'll be over to you. We'll make this fluid.
Yeah.
You know, all inclusive.
But it can't be
No.
song from the 70s, 80s, outside that era. Nothing,
No,
nothing.
this is topical.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
we're
whereas
not-
that
70s or
Another
80s.
time it'll be 90s, early 2000s when we're all carving up the disco floors, you know.
Yeah,
We own that square in
yes,
Ibiza.
yeah.
I went to Ibiza, we owned that square. Don't remember much of it. But
Remember the Dan Under Disco in Manchester and other suburbs, run by tall, dark gentlemen in top hats and coats, blowing
God.
whistles.
really?
It was
Blowing
exciting
whistles?
times. It was exciting times.
Oh, we just had a bit of comment from the sideline. It was all sign language there for the young lady.
Yeah, I couldn't quite make out what she was
wow.
trying to. I didn't know whether
She was doing a,
abusing
she
us
was
or-
doing a Marcel on the bongos. She'll come back in again. She'll
Yeah,
go away and come
like,
back.
in all honesty, that was probably the worst bongo drumming I've seen in quite a while.
It was a false start. It was a false start, not a falsetto. That doesn't really make sense in the moment there, but it sounded
No,
good. Rolled
no.
straight off the tongue.
And for those of you that can't see, well, bad luck. Anyway, on we move. That was good, Pedro. I
Yeah.
think you've given us something to work with over,
it's a
over
nice-
future
yeah.
pods.
It's a good flow on
I
top.
like blues and jazz. I want to go to New Orleans one day.
Bluegrass.
Yeah,
New Orleans,
Yep.
you live the music there. It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
jazz.
Mate, they reckon Bourbon Street down New Orleans
Oh yes,
is just
something always happening every
one
street.
of the best places to ever go.
Motown.
Motown. Oh, we can do
Do
Motown.
you like
Motown.
It's
Motown?
never going to end.
Yeah.
Down and the disco.
Yeah, we can do it
Who
all.
was your favourite singer from Motown, mate?
Oh, probably the Temptations.
Oh,
Temptations.
yes.
Temptations. Oh, yes.
There wasn't enough temptation for you, was there?
There was plenty of temptation there, I reckon.
That's a story for another day, sir. You don't put that away yet, mate.
Old David Boone would have had a great time down Bourbon Street there.
He's probably been there and he was shadowing him. Not even shadow boxing him.
Hey, you were walking around swinging your tail.
We'll keep that on the low now. It's getting AO now. Bringing it back to PGR, Bernie. We discovered today, that, very quickly, that I'm living in the centre of the township in Sydney, and I extended an invitation. I'm not sure whether it'll be taken up, but it's still there. You know, the little patio out the back with the barbecue and the jerry carny, and we'll put some snags and kebabs on it, steaks. Now these guys aren't sure whether they all want to converge on mine because it's in the middle of town, and no one's got more than a 40-minute train ride, obviously except me. So how are we workshopping this still?
Like,
I'm in.
Thanks, Cedric. You're in.
yeah.
Pedro and Cedric are in. It's a 3 against
look,
1 at the
I'm
moment.
still sitting on the fence because what we didn't know and we only learned today is that when
Terry.
Nicky tells us that he's living in Kirribilli, he actually didn't tell us he's living at the Prime Minister's residence in Kirribilli. And the three of us would feel a little bit out of place in Kirribilli.
In the guest quarters. Because
I mean, we know David Boone is the exception to the rule that he'll be invited, but like honestly, I mean Kirribilli. I mean seriously.
So as we're going to go in the trains with
Seriously.
There's obviously nothing wrong with it, is there?
I
No.
mean, there's too many federal police for a start around Kirribilli.
There's a good need, there is a need for that. Watching me lurk around in the mornings and then at sunset. And there's no need for that, but there is a need, you know.
There's a reason why no one wants to go to Kirribilli, mate. So,
There's too many colourful characters like old Don Terrasario. You'll get to meet him in another session. True Blue, he parades or perambulates, whatever you might want to call it. Passes the fruit shop, gets himself a free orange. Into the pub, couple of little nips of brandy. Always giving him freebies around there.
Yeah.
Well known in his postcode,
Yeah.
nowhere else.
Yeah.
But you'll get to meet Don Terrasario. We'll bring him into the mix. But
And Anthony Albanese as well, by the sounds of things. But anyway,
that won't be that easy, but we'll try.
we'll get him.
We'll
get
try.
him.
We'll get him patched in. We'll get him patched in or something. He won't turn up. There's no doubt about
Tell
it.
him David Boone's part of the podcast. He'll turn up.
That's his cousin. Jesus, stop
My
embellishing here, Bernie.
Well, first you had David Byrne and Daniel Byrne.
Oh, it doesn't matter. He's starting to play along with it. Bernie, this joke's being diffused by Cedric. He's playing you like a fiddle here.
I have to put in a point here as well that what we didn't know today is that it's about 30 degrees here in Sydney, and old mate Cedric's wearing his overcoat because he's a little bit cold. But
And it's
anyway,
forecast to rain, so you never know.
Yeah.
Be prepared.
Yeah.
That's the Scouts' motto.
Yeah,
Dib, dib, dog,
Yes,
dog.
sir.
Bingo, bango, bongo.
Kayla, we'll do our best.
Yeah, you can only do your best.
We're finished, Luke.
Well, yeah, we're segued to the cricket. Sorry.
Hey, who's running this show, mate?
It's comments from the sideline. He's getting too confident here.
No cheap shots from the other, mate.
Mate, this isn't the last stand at the Alamo either. Like, we've still got time ahead of us. But back to you, Pedro, and Bernie will obviously chime in here. I love it, cricket. It's coming into season, and timely as it is, tomorrow is one of my old mate Terry, his favourite time of the year.
Yes.
The start of the Ashes, and this can't get any better. And it starts in the big dog track in Perth.
English versus the Aussies is going to be great. Going to be.
It's a bowler's pitch. That's where it's going to be won. You don't know yet.
You know what? I'm going to agree to disagree.
You're going to flip it.
Right, so the Ashes, age-old tradition, Australia versus England.
it's true.
We know the history. But the history to me of Australian cricket is the first test is always at the Gabba. None of this West Australia stuff.
Oh, yeah, that was the case.
Right?
Yeah.
It was and we had a stranglehold and we would always win that
Be
first test.
very likely.
And history shows that when a team wins the first test, it's very hard to come from behind and win the series.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But they want to go to Perth, you know why? Because it's still that close to England.
They get over there quicker. You know?
They recover quicker because they're whinging all the time about that long flight.
It's a direct flight now, mate. They don't have to do 2 or 3 stopovers.
So
They
getting
come
over to
in.
Booney here, I mean, he still holds the record of 53 tins from Sydney to London, I think, in one session, and he's still got off the plane, played cricket the next day.
And
definitely in the net.
And look at him denying it. Like,
You were there, you
come
were
on.
his cousin, you were his compadre. You had about 18 tins, didn't you?
But
You were sensible, Cedric. Sensible Cedric he
Then
was.
he was dead.
But now we go to Perth and we've changed pitches. The Wacker to Optus. I don't know, what are your thoughts?
no.
The Wacker was a bowler's Lily, Tomo on a Wacker deck.
We dominated for decades.
But are our bowlers going to be as effective at Optus?
Well, we're too short. We've got two big
Yeah,
balls.
yeah.
I'll shoot into football again. North have got a new team
Oh, yeah.
based in Perth.
Yes.
Hang on,
How was that?
That wasn't a segue into the football, mate. What are you going on about?
We're off season here, mate. That's
Thought
what
I'd bring it up. Thought I'd bring it up.
We'll bring that up. If we're still here next year, you can bring it up in pre-season.
Who's running this show, Pedro?
I'm losing
You
control.
and Cedric keep throwing cheap shots from
See,
the
none
background.
of us all having a turn, you know.
And probably they play one game there.
Yeah, that's right.
Correct.
Yeah, good point, Cedric. What's the point of that?
Actually, if you want a segue, did you hear what happened when they announced the new team in Perth?
Yeah.
Because they're going to be called the Perth Bears.
Yeah.
And I don't know if any of you saw.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here
The
we go.
Perth Bears is known as a gay man's club in
Yeah.
Perth.
Oh,
So
okay.
they got all these people signing up to be members, thinking they were signing up to be part of a gays club,
Yeah.
not a
They
rugby league
took,
club.
they took a bear hug on that Facebook page of theirs.
Just want to see how they tackle, you know.
And that's actually true. I speak a lot of shit, but that's actually a true story. True story.
As true as we sit here.
Don't spread it too much.
Well, I heard
Well,
you
they
wanted
got
to
a
be
lot of attention.
You wanted to be a sign-up member, Pedro. That's what I heard.
A
mate.
lot of them gave a lot of attention to the Bears very early, and then they realised they couldn't don that kind of jersey. It wasn't colourful enough. The shorts weren't tight like the old days, you know.
Correct.
The trucks are too big now. They got to let a bit of air in.
We used to go to
Not
North.
the agates dropping, you know.
We used to go to North Bears
Oh, the North
Club
Side, the best.
at Camaray, North Sydney,
Oh,
We go
in
to-
his neck of the woods, mate.
Yeah, we go downstairs.
Under the
look
fig
at
tree.
The trophies are all covered in dust.
Oh,
Cobwebs.
yeah, yeah.
They hadn't won a team.
No one's
game
polished
for
the
50
brass.
years.
Well, rumour has it even Camaro was too far for him to travel, but he wants us to travel 100 kilometres
yeah.
you know.
The electric bike cuts out just up on Miller Street in the corner of the North Sydney
Go
Oval.
and charge it at Albo's place.
No, it's not a charge. It's one of those things like shopping trolleys. It just cuts off. I've only got a 5-kilometre radius. That's what Barb put on it. Tell the truth here is Barb put a 5-kilometre radius on it so I don't bugger off everywhere.
Be honest, mate, your ankle bracelet goes off if you have that out of curiosity.
A great point. When we were first early on together, here we go. When we were early on together, Barb and I, she took me home to meet the folks for Christmas in Townsville. They live up that way, and Magnetic Island. They've got boats up there.
Oh, Maggie Island.
Maggie
The
Island.
locals call it.
Very
Yeah,
trendy.
Maggie
I
Island.
became a local real quick. And this was such a lifestyle change for me. But we went down to the supermarket because we had to buy the supplies for Christmas. And it's steaming hot up there, like, you know, the back end of a toad's ass would have been just exploding with the heat. And I was close behind, literally, with the feeling. But you get into the supermarket, it's cold and the air's it's chill. They've got these the spray over the fruit and veg to keep it fresh. And I'm wandering around with the basket and I'm picking stuff up and I just hear this little voice over the back of the mango trays. She goes, "Terry, it's good to see you're out of jail, mate." That was a stretch. And I didn't look around, I just knew. I knew what it was. But I looked at the people around us and they were, you know, apples dropped, tomatoes got squashed. And she then goes, "So what's it feel like?" I go, "Oh, well, what's it feel like to get rid of that good dose of gonorrhea that you had, Barb?" And that was it. Every time we went to the supermarket, we had to do this in some form or another. Awful
That
joke.
actually sounds like the same reactions that Cedric gets when everybody realises it's related to David Boone. Everybody just stops.
Can't believe it.
Everybody just stops.
Yeah.
Stone cold, like they've been hit by Medusa. You know?
Like, he's the eighth wonder of the world.
Oh no.
David Boone,
I know.
definitely. You got the flow-on effect, mate. It's rubbing right off on you.
Look, I can't believe he's
Like
denying-
Valvoline. Like Valvoline. Now here's a lovely story I've got to tell you.
Oh,
before I
here we
forget.
go. Here we go.
This is the pinnacle. This is the pinnacle of all the tales we have to tell today. And it's not a talk. You know, not a chat.
There you go.
Yes, thanks, Elliot.
Oh, and a bit of dancing. You can come back
Anytime.
You can come back.
Anytime. Talking about the Valvoline, this is the pinnacle of
'Cause
stories
you
that I
know
would
what I
think.
mean.
You know what I mean. We have to pay homage to John Laws today. He's passing recently. Now,
Yeah.
what the golden microphone. Now, whether you agree with everything or not, his history, the history of his career and the accolades he received. I mean, there must have been 1,000 people in the church when he was sent off. But no word of a lie. I had a bump into accidental meet and greet with him once in 1997 in Rome. We'd just been sitting up on the Spanish Steps when you were allowed to do that as backpackers, and walking down and promenading along this main drag with all the high-end shops was none other than Mr. John Laws, and he had a presence. You could see him from about 20 yards away. He was wearing the crocodile loafers, the tight white resort pants, and made it probably calico, I don't know, a mix of denim perhaps, and then this beautiful linen shirt with 3 buttons undone and a big chain, and a coiffed of hair still, and that peak tan that he had. I'm not saying he was in the sun a lot, but he could have been a solariums at some point too. And a big pair of Ray-Ban sunnies. And I thought, I know who that bloke is. So the old walk past and that bit of a, "Oh, Mr. Laws." He goes,
Wearing his gold
"Oh
headphones.
yeah, but not quite. He wasn't. He was on a holiday there. I don't know what he might have been doing. Down the Med somewhere on a boat with a bunch of lady folk. I don't know. It's his
Could have
story
been
to
doing
tell.
anything.
Could have been doing anything. Well, I got back to the hotel and I said to the gang there having drinks, "You won't believe who I bumped into." And they went, "That's a load of total bullshit." And I said, no. And I didn't even have a phone then. There was no selfies or ussies. It was a tale that you could tell or not. And, you know, I didn't have the camera with the Kodak roll of 24 with me, no. You know. But to think that you run into people like that and you never ever forget it is like, who did you run into once, Pedro? There's got to be someone you know. You don't want to meet your heroes, but sometimes you do.
David Boone's brother.
That's obviously Cedric's one. That was an
Nick
easy.
Farr Jones.
Nick Farr Jones is known to come to
There
this
you go.
pub. That's true.
Wendell Zell,
Wendell Saylor.
Wendell.
Wendell Zell. What's the other one?
Johnsy comes here from Newcastle way back.
Does he?
He's
Yeah,
been
okay.
in here.
Yeah, yep.
Pedro, any that stand out to
I'm
you?
trying to look up the lady's name. I met her the other day, but looking it up.
I've had dinner with John Howard before. Before he
Yeah,
was Prime Minister.
I have to admit I've had a lot of interaction with that bloke too, having been in Canberra for a very long time.
Yep.
Very interesting. He was at John Law's funeral, as was
Yeah,
Paul
would have been,
Keating,
yeah.
and a lot of other notorieties.
Ryan Fletcher, another one.
Definitely.
Ryan Fletcher.
Lauren Fletcher.
Hey, no need to keep dropping names.
Dropping more
mate.
names, Cedric. We know you.
We know you rub shoulders with the best of them, mate. but-
We know you're moderately recognisable in the postcode of 20010.
Mate, but when you drink 53 beers on a plane ride, mate, you know you can.
I
You
mean,
can do that.
you have 8 schooners here and it probably feels like 53. You don't show it though.
In a raincoat as well, so.
Well, he spends more time throwing it around than all these tall tales and
They
anecdotes.
end up doing the Joe's Wolf.
Cheers. I met
Gene Kitson, oh that's right, you showed me the
the
photo,
show
the
called
comic
The Big Gig
comedian.
in 1990, I think. The Doug All-Stars.
Oh,
Doug
Anthony.
Anthony.
Doug Anthony All-Stars, they were fantastic.
Oh, do you remember how they used to do strange things in the park with dogs? I mean,
Hang on.
song.
We were leaving the podcast on a good note. You're not talking about
we haven't
strange
finished
things with
yet, but
dogs.
those guys, they perform at university refectories, and that was the lead song. Or depending on the refectory, that might have been the last song.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
Doug Anthony
okay.
was the Prime Minister, wasn't he?
Head of the National Party.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. And
unusual
they were
name.
the All-Stars.
None that stuck with him.
Yeah,
Never
definitely.
forget.
Now Cedric's done what he always does, gone for refreshment or hose down up the
He's
top
gone
steps.
for a hose down.
Yeah, they'll have to get the mop in when he
You be
finishes.
careful. You be careful of that tail up there, mate. Anyway.
Don't leave it wagging. The tongues will be wagging if they see that tail he's got.
jeez.
We'll say no more about that. That's a mystery bag.
Yeah,
That one.
no, you have to meet him in person.
Yeah,
and
you
know
have to
what's
see
going
it
on
to
there.
believe it.
Yeah,
That's
don't
right.
make it
We're
too
not
personal.
taking any selfies or ussies, definitely with that one. But
Only because we're too ugly for a selfie. But anyway, that's beside the point.
no one wants to see it. It's like a little boxer's stump, you know.
Oh, God.
When he's excited, it wiggle
hey,
woggles.
Speak for yourself. Anyway,
Keep going, Bertie. I've lost it.
I've got nothing now.
Oh, you're getting it.
You're talking
losing.
about your little piggy, mate. I don't want to think about anything else. But anyway,
Pig a wiggle.
okay.
how's it-
Nicky's officially lost it now. But anyway,
Well, the bar has been relatively quiet today. That's why we're out in the back bar, not usually where we would be in the
Yes.
bistro. The
Versus
bistro has
the back.
been pumping. Like, it's probably because naturally the food is good here, but you can get the same menu in the bar as you can in the bistro. So where are you going to eat?
Yeah.
You know, in full air conditioning with full service.
Yeah, yeah.
And the staff are lovely, as we
That's
always
fantastic.
mention.
well, I think the next few weeks will be interesting as well because as an ex-taxi driver, we always used to say that from Melbourne Cup Day onwards till Christmas, it's Christmas season.
It'll be wild.
And,
It gets a bit hairy.
You know, even at lunchtimes when we get together for a couple of beers,
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to go down.
You got the government shuts down.
You know, so we may even get some strays come in here and say good day to people just interested in what we're doing here. And everybody's welcome, even though they can get stuffed. But anyway, they're all welcome.
They can listen to the cast and either tomorrow or the next day if I get the technology right.
Yes, well, that's not going to happen anytime
No,
soon.
it
but
won't. I'll have to
anyway.
get Barb to help me with that. Cedric, you've returned. That
Mate,
was a quick
it
bit
sounds
stop.
like Barb
Very
does
good,
most
very
of your
good,
life for you,
very
mate.
good.
And
I'm well catered for. Yeah. But I do my bit around the house. The delegation is strong with her.
Yeah, but-
Ex-sergeant, you know, I can't help it. I have to follow orders.
Yeah, but you
do this like
well,
this
that-
or
that's
else
right,
this.
but we don't need to know about you getting into your role play and that sort of thing when you get home, mate. And you know the
It's
the
either
news
on or it's off.
The news
It's
comes
high
around
or
your
low,
neck and you're
you know.
demanded to do what you
Up
need to
or
do.
down.
Yeah, we don't need to know, mate. But she sounds like a lovely woman, Barbara. But we don't want to
blessed.
get bossed around by her either. But
Well, if
anyway.
you come over for that barbecue, the beauty of being out
I'm
in the
not coming,
courtyard,
mate,
she
I
won't.
told
She won't come out there because she doesn't like it. It's manly. she says.
Oh, it's Manly.
My
Yeah, and
wife's
the
the
outdoor
same.
laundry's there, so I do all the washing.
But you're not in Manly, you're in North Sydney, mate. So
Well,
it's not Manly.
the lower part of
The lower part of Manly.
the lower part of where the manly stuff happens. Down off the park,
I'm
not
glad,
off the
I'm
ocean.
glad you said it's a low part of Sydney because
It's down in the gully on the park with no views.
Oh, we have a special bongo drummer.
No.
Oh, she's
Not
refused.
used.
Oh. Oh.
No, we've set her off. She's not interested anymore, and that's not surprising, really. The look on her face is telling us you've got 3 minutes to get out of here.
Look, in all
Oh, you're
honesty,
dead.
in all
We're
honesty,
getting the doors open.
there's not much difference to banging on the bongo drums than banging on my head just quietly. You get a very hollow
Was that the
sound.
sound of the second drum? I don't know. You broke my eardrum, you know.
What are you laughing at, Cedric? Hey?
Yeah, stop laughing. Any funny, you'd be dangerous, mate.
This is a serious podcast, Cedric. What are you going on about, mate?
He's not sure at the moment. It was that refreshment that got him. He got up there and hosed off, and he got the sweat beads, and now he can't look at anything.
Swinging back at his tail, thinking, what am I going to bring
Oh,
up?
no, got the tail bit.
Well, that's right. We would have to cut it off, but it's such an anomaly. It's such an anomaly. It's a rarity.
What would the vicar say?
Well, mind what you say in front of the vicar, don't you? But no dribbling with Dibley, you know.
Well, you know, plenty of dribbling.
There's plenty of that here. We don't have to hold back.
Plenty of
I
dribbling.
think in closing, we never asked Bernie. He had this serious board meeting where basically 15 senior people got the chop, or as we commonly know as the sack or the walkout.
Yeah.
But we all said last week if there was anyone you wanted to spend a day with or into the night, who would it be, whether they're alive or
And what if my
past?
name came up?
No, but we were asking
Oh.
you because you didn't get to contribute to that last week. We're always interested
Oh,
because
jeez.
it's recorded if we do so.
Yes.
Take your time. You've got about 10
Male or
seconds.
female?
Anyone. So we had a balance of male and female last week.
Yeah. Mate, spend the night with romantically. You know who I used to be totally in love with? Belinda Carlisle.
Oh, God help us. It's a close second, Samantha
And
Fox.
I always used to say, oh, she can leave a light on for me. I'll be there before you close the door.
Give you all the love that you don't
Oh.
need. Don't need it all.
And I mean-
at that age especially. You didn't know what you're doing, did you, Ben?
Male company to have a beer and a laugh and a good time with. I mean, one of my heroes that I got to meet a couple of times but not have a great chat with, the great man, Shane Warne.
Oh,
Shane, yeah.
possibly the spin king of all time.
The greatest.
Yeah, what about that time he bowled out, was it Mike Gatting?
Oh, the ball of the century.
The ball that was bowled just off the pitch almost.
And Richie's commentary.
No, yeah.
He's done it.
He's
Done it.
He did it.
I have no idea how he's done it, but he's done it.
What about Frank Hyde's
Yeah,
commentary? He'd
yeah,
say,
yeah.
it's high enough, it's wide enough, and he misses.
We've got to keep it straight down the line and avoid body line. But I think the cricket will be interesting this season. You know, we're not going to predict anything, but I like three. Hopefully, getting to the fourth day test, so there's some contest.
Yeah, 100%.
If it's under 3 days, I won't be impressed, particularly if
No.
you're buying a ticket, which in
Yeah.
Sydney you can't get, unfortunately.
One day.
Well, there's one days. I mean, that's what we watch those for. 2020 we watched for that.
I'm lucky enough to get tickets for the MCG Boxing Day test. Days 1, 2 and 3. Days 1, admittedly only standing room only, but still I'm going to be there and amongst it all.
You have to take out a small personal loan to get those tickets.
You know
Brent.
what? They're only about my brother's coming with me, $90 each.
God. For 3 a day.
For a
That's
day,
not
yeah,
bad,
not
that's
a,
all right.
and that's each. Then you know we've brought ourselves a baggy green cap each, and the cricket shirts. We're going to turn up looking like cricketers, looking like Cedric.
Can you get him a little Dickie Knee version at the merchandise store? Would you bring one of those back, would you? Do us a favour.
They're only about $25 the caps, you know. So
I mean, he's a size 56 head. He's not a big melon like me in the 61s.
not a problem. Not a problem.
So if anyone's wearing a hat, I can't borrow it.
Actually,
You're lucky you
what
can.
we'll do, Cedric, is we'll get you a baggy green cap and a little mini cricket bat.
Yeah.
And every time you finish a beer, you got to raise your bat.
Oh, for
And
another one.
acknowledge the crowd. And acknowledge the crowd.
Yeah.
What the
What
bars
do you
don't
reckon?
know that's a sign.
Yeah,
Yes.
what do you reckon? And people who want to come meet you, they sign your bat as though they've met Cedric before.
And then he bats them off.
What do you-
I mean, to the boundary, I mean, to the
Oh,
boundary, to the boundary.
Yes. Lovely
That
cover
was,
drive.
that was a quick save, wasn't it?
What do you
Straight through
reckon?
the covers.
Yeah, we get Cedric a mini bat every
Yeah.
time we finish the
A
beer.
willow, not the plastic one.
No, got to be able to
Little
sign
willow,
it.
little willow, we'll call it.
Raise your bat to the crowd every time you have a beer.
Every time I have beer,
Every time. So
Every
the
time.
barmaid will know you want to be.
Yeah, and that's your
Well,
not.
that's only 4 times when you come.
It's like when you put up the paddle when you're auctioning off something. I'll open up the beer, please, darling.
Go to the cricket, so yeah,
I'll
do
open up
that,
the
no,
Only during season, not off season.
You happy with that, Cedric?
Sounds like we're having a call. Well done, Bernie. That's very
I'll
generous.
have that next
of
week for you. The
Thank
little cricket bat.
Thank you very
Well,
much.
by next week's podcast
Oh,
being
we did.
the third one, well, we can hear a report back
Yeah.
on
On
when
Cedric.
we won't be actually.
No, 'cause
won't
I'll
wait
bring it
after
next
Boxing
week.
Day.
Yeah.
Well, you'll bring it already. You're going to start him
well,
off.
the Perth test will be over
Yeah.
this time next week,
Yeah.
so that'll give us an interesting conversation.
to debate about. Yeah.
And then I think the Adelaide test or Brisbane starts the week after.
That's right.
Not sure.
I always like Adelaide. We were talking about this,
Adelaide's
Cedric.
great.
There's a ground. It's a magic ground. My dad used to love that ground. He would always, and he liked Melbourne and Sydney, but that one he said was the best to watch cricket. Even before all that makeover and the renos, but he loved it. Sydney, of course, if the weather's good, this is our problem with Sydney. It can be treacherous for us because if it rains, well, it's a washout, and then there's a draw.
So 50-50, isn't it?
There's no result.
I've always said SCG is better for cricket,
Yes.
MCG is better for the footy.
Well, yes.
To the AFL.
yeah,
To the
Well, that's
AFL.
what it was really built for.
yeah.
Well,
Correct.
essentially.
And then you've
Now.
got the Suncorp Stadium in Queensland and the old SFS here
Yeah.
for rugby league in
Well, that makes
Australia, you
sense.
know what I mean?
I mean, that's what it's designed
That's what they're
for.
built for,
Yeah.
aren't they? Really?
The Sydney Cricket Ground, I mean, my cousin Timmy, he got Pops, their tickets handed down to him. I don't know how this happened, but he took a great interest in going to the cricket with him. So I think he got him, and I've always, sort of angled a bit for, one with him, but he gives it to the staff at the pub as a gift, whoever's been, a tireless worker. And this year I think it's Kylie, she's a lovely girl. All professional, of course, Tim's married to Tanya there, they have a nice life. But there's no chance of getting a seat, even though it's there, but and wanted, but not granted. I think we've really had a big session here. Andy send-off here. Cedric, do you want to give any of the merchandise a plug? Just one item that you like this week.
That's one. T-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
$45. One off.
One off.
Right, good.
Is that the T-shirt you're wearing today, Cedric?
No,
different
the
one.
old one.
Different
That's
one.
the old one.
That was the test drive. Test one.
It's the old one. But it's $45. And one off. They have to come here to get here.
You have to buy it on site.
Any truth to the rumour that you're shouting the first 10 people in here a T-shirt?
No.
No
No truth
chance
to that
of
rumour.
Pedro,
Nine people.
anything to add before we sign off?
No, just keep the rock and roll going, keep the music.
Keep the rock
Oh
and
yeah,
roll
we can
going.
always add music into the mix.
There we go,
though.
Jeff. Just keep.
Bernie, before Terry finishes,
Look, nothing for me. I'll be back next week with more stupid comments than usual.
not from the sideline.
They've started off the podcast a little bit too early. We haven't had enough beers, clearly.
Well, it's finishing at 2:22 this time. We're usually supposed to start at 2 for 22.
Well, being quick,
Richie?
T for 22. Thank you very much. Yes, and we'll pass it on. And then we're going to go to an ad break now. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Pleasure. And got him. Yes.
12th man coming through there. I think we can always refer to that.
Oh, and the bongos.
Bingo, bongo from Cedric. Okay, everyone, signing off. Roger that.
See you, kids.
Bye bye.